In case anyone's been following it, CS2 is practically falling apart in front of our eyes. It's still going to be a great game. All right, guys, but each and every week we recap all of the things going on in CS2. We'll start with the game-breaking bugs, and all of this brought to you by Thunderpick, our CS2 recap. We do it once a week. There will probably be 2 this week, so thanks to them for being our esports betting sponsor. Regardless of that, though, we have some great bugs to show all of you, which hopefully will be patched very shortly, if not already by the time this video has gone live. I'm going to shout out my boys PSP and Hines quite a bit, although sometimes not the originators of all of these bugs. One of the more frequent ones we saw this past week was called the elevator bug, or the elevator peak, which just makes you question how any of this stuff is even discovered to begin with.
Give me up real quick, G.
He's in the room.
Oh my god.
What are these fuckers doing? What?
He needs to go to the bomb. Just let him push.
Knife him, knife him.
Knife him, man. Assassin's Creed.
He knows. Now we're still gonna fly.
Get me up there, bro. Get me up there. I made it.
Because if you guys remember, we also had the Michael Jackson peak. I think someone also invented the Shakira. A lot of just movement glitches and weird things going down in this game. And stretched into the next one, again, shouts out to PSP. Because I don't even know what, do we call this like a rapid fire glitch? I was seeing these clips with just about any pistol in the game. The fire rate of something that just should not exist in CS.
They ain't gonna be ready for this now. They ain't gonna be ready for this now. Ah!
And I think we can just expect this with the new game. There's going to be kinks. There's going to be, I almost said quirks. I almost said twerks. So that's where my head is at. It's been funny seeing the clips, but also it hurts a little bit at the same time. Regardless of the bugs and glitches, if you guys have also been following the esports side of Counter-Strike, well, roster shuffle period has been just as dramatic as the game breaking itself. We saw some of the biggest drama of all time when it came down to Heroic as they finally issued a statement. If you guys have not caught this, you don't see this really at all in other esports, especially to this level, as Heroic let Cadian go, their longtime IGL, a great guy, and obviously the older voice of this younger team who has still been very well accomplished underneath Cadian. Well, they let him go, to which Heroic then let out a statement that apparently Stavin and Yabby, 2 of their other players, wanted to oust Cadian from the roster, to which Heroic was forced to abide by if they wanted to keep the young guys. Some people out there think maybe some of the other youngsters would also be involved in ousting Cadian. It wouldn't just come down to 2 of the players making that move, to which Heroic then removed Cadian. And then these 2 guys, well, they still seek opportunities with Astralis. Shortly after that, it was actually Stavin taking to Twitter. I believe Yabby also retweeting this, saying the truth, well, it always prevails. The truth always comes out, leading people to think, okay, who is telling the truth on one of the most detrimental CS situations we have ever seen? Heroic going from a top 10, top 5 team and being very well accomplished over the past year plus, to now not even like having a roster to compete with. And what they've been doing on social media, I love the guys over there, but it just makes me feel bad about the situation, you know? Then despite that, we also covered it as breaking news. You have s1mple, one of the all-time greats, announcing he's taking a step back. A week after Valve reached out to him and say, hey, like we've heard there's been CS2 issues, and he refused to respond to them. We have s1mple then announcing, hey, I'm just going to be taking a break from Counter-Strike altogether. You pair this with all the other roster rumors out there when it comes to Na'Vi, of course, involving s1mple. They picked up Wonderful. Where is he going to go? Maybe he wants to stay with Na'Vi. Then you got Twist and Elise just taking to Twitter with the FaZe Complexity acquisition. They're just teasing all of these potential things as Twist is rumored to actually return to Liquid and maybe not stick it out with FaZe. And who's going to remain underneath that FaZe or Complexity name if there's going to be a conflict of interest there, if one of those teams has to part ways or disintegrate. It's just been a crazy time for Counter-Strike, guys, especially when you pair all of the bugs, the glitches, the game-breaking stuff with the esports side. It's definitely it's entertaining, to say the least. What do you guys think about this? Thanks again to Thunderpick for this recap of CS2 events, and there will be another one this week. Till next time, take care of yourself, drink up. We'll see you back here sometime soon.